Yes, we have election results today. There's major elections coming up tomorrow, but there was one today. Democrats living abroad. Who are they going to vote for? I predicted earlier, we don't have footage of it, but trust me on this, I think you will when I tell you, that it was going to be Hillary Clinton. Wrong! It's Bernie Sanders, and actually by a very large margin. Sanders took 69% of the vote to earn 9 delegates to the National Convention in August. Hillary Clinton took 31% and 4 delegates. So that's a huge win for Bernie Sanders. In terms of the size of the win, in terms of the number of delegates involved, not huge at all, right? So these are all the Democrats that are living abroad. They vote in different ways, mail, fax, they can go in person. Yes, I said fax, email, and apparently they are massively in favor of Bernie Sanders. I thought a lot of Democrats living abroad, just Americans living abroad, tend to be wealthier, so they might support Hillary Clinton. No, maybe they're open-minded and hence support Bernie Sanders. So, but I just want to give you one country in particular. Now, this is all over the world, the UK, Australia, everybody vote, right? These are Americans that live in those countries. But I wanted to give you Afghanistan because I was amused by it. In Afghanistan, for example, 7 Democrats cast votes. 2 were for Clinton and 5 for Sanders. Maybe I didn't take that into account enough. Like people in Afghanistan being like, get us out of here, Bernie. Okay, yeah, I'm for Bernie. I feel the burn. I'm in Kandahar. Goddamn right I feel the burn. Get me out. I'm still alive, but I'm badly burned. Okay, so it's not an enormous victory in terms of delegate count, but it is 1 down and 9 to go. So why do I say that? Because I believe that after the significant losses in the last Super Tuesday, where Hillary Clinton won all 5 states. Now, she narrowly won Missouri, and the Illinois win was not very big. And yes, he beat expectations if you were looking at the polls. But she won all 5 states. You got to keep it real. It was a great night for her, a very bad night for Bernie Sanders. She picked up a lot of delegates, especially in Florida, and the South still came in strong for her. But the idea for Bernie Sanders has been, okay, yes, all 11 southern states voted first. She's on the map, and we've gotten half of that, the election done with. We got a whole other half. We're going west. Well, okay, in order for that to be true, you can't just beat expectations in the polling anymore. You've got to actually win. So there are 10 states after that Super Tuesday, people call it different names, where I think Bernie Sanders has got to win 9 out of 10. I'm going to keep it real. He's got to run the board because not only does he have to start winning states, now he's won 9 states overall, but he's got to start picking up delegates that are going to outnumber Hillary Clinton's delegates. Now, the idea that Hillary Clinton has all those superdelegates locked up is nonsense. Those superdelegates switched in 2008 after Obama won the vote. A lot of the ones that were pledged for Hillary Clinton actually went for Obama. So don't count the superdelegates. But even so, Bernie Sanders is significantly behind. So he's got to win some of these states and win some of them big. Now, there's a nice big win in terms of the size of the win. Again, for the 3rd time now, even though it's a small number of delegates. Now, here's the upcoming Democratic primaries and caucuses leading up to New York. On March 22nd, that's tomorrow, we've got Utah, Idaho, and Arizona. Arizona is very important. Utah and Idaho are caucuses, very likely to go to Bernie Sanders. Arizona is less certain, much, much less certain. If he wins Arizona, okay, maybe he runs the table. If he doesn't, that hurts. That's, of course, going to be on tytnetwork.com/live. That's where we do all of our coverage. March 26th, you've got caucus in Alaska, Hawaii, and Washington. Washington is a very important state. It's one of the larger states left on the board, likely to go to Bernie Sanders. If he doesn't get it, it might end right there. I'm keeping it real with you. Look, that's our job, to tell you what our perspective is, but also to be honest with you in where things stand. He's got to win in Washington. He has to. That's the state of Washington. April 5th, you've got Wisconsin. April 9th, you've got Wyoming. And then on April 19th, you've got New York. So New York, obviously, enormous. If he's got any hope of catching Hillary Clinton, he's got to win New York. And by that time, if he actually has run the table, he's got to pick up a good amount of cushion in New York. Now, New York is one of Hillary Clinton's home states. She was a senator from there, but everybody knew that she moved in there to get that open Senate seat. But it's also quite liberal. So it'll be interesting to see which way that goes. If Bernie Sanders actually runs the table and he gets 10 out of 10, okay, then he's right back in this thing. But it's got to be close to that. He can't get 6 out of 10 and hope for the best, because he won't be able to catch her in delegates if that happens. So he's on the board, 1 down, 9 to go. Let's see how it goes.